Hello, Wolf Pups. Welcome to the Wolf Den. This is your host, the Wolf Dad. It's been a minute since I've talked to you guys, but something urgent and pressing came up today, and I need to let you know so that you guys can cipher through the bullshit, right? And don't sit in this muck of fucking misery that they put you guys under listening to this fucking Thornell just bullshitting. So today he put out a memo. You guys should have seen it because it went to everyone. And if you don't have a personal email at work, ADCR, which you all should have, they should have at least read it in briefing. But if they didn't, I'm going to read it because you guys need to cipher through this bullshit, okay? You can't keep hearing this guy say one thing. You guys go, no, okay, seems reasonable to me. It's fucking a lie. So this guy today put out an email. He's fucking lying. I'm going to call him out this afternoon like I always do because he's like a fucking 2-year-old. But here's what he has to say. Okay, first thing he says is, hi, ADCRR team. You're not a fucking team. If you still believe you're a team with this guy, you shouldn't be working here, point blank. This guy couldn't give a fucking rat's ass about any of you. The only team he has is him and his little bitches that work up there in central office, all right? That's the only team he has. All right, I previously shared that the federal court in the Jensen case had ordered the appointment of a receiver to oversee healthcare services at our state prisons. Last Friday, after months of court filings and consideration of potential receiver candidates, the court appointed Annette Chambers-Smith as the federal receiver. Let me just break that down to you real quick because it reads real quick. He just got his ass spanked. Mom took away the keys to his fucking car, all right? He's been grounded. You can't go nowhere. Stay in your room and play with yourself and look at dirty magazines. That's all you can do. That's what happened. They told him, fuck you. We're taking this away from you because you can't behave like grown-ups. Okay, our position on this issue remains steadfast. We disagree with the necessity of a receiver. Shocker, he disagrees. To oversee our healthcare services. They're not overseeing shit. They took it away from you. Last Friday, after months of court filings and consideration of potential receiver candidates, the court appointed Annette Chambers-Smith as the federal receiver. In other words, they took it away from you. You're fucking grounded. She's in charge, all right? Anyway, I am incredibly proud of the significant progress we have made across the department to advance the delivery of healthcare to our inmate population. You guys work there. You know that shit's not fucking happening. Okay? He can't even take care of you guys. And you're second on the list. I'm fucking telling you, I don't know how to break this down to you. You guys are second on the list. I know the priorities and tactical shit that they tell you because it's that state comes first, the public, employees, and then inmates. With this fucking guy, that doesn't exist, all right? Inmates come first. You guys come second. That's the fucking truth. If you don't want to accept that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So that's a lie right there. Okay? He says there's been improvement of spaces and engagement of staff with the population. We've increased staffing levels across all areas. He thought, do I have to fucking argue that point there? As short as you guys are. Anyway, while we continue to pursue all legal avenues, our commitment to the health and safety of the inmate population remains unchanged. The only thing that remains unchanged is that inmates are dying constantly, either through health problems, ass kickings, fucking negligent healthcare. That remains unchanged. So I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but you guys need to see clearly. Listen, you're in the trenches, and I'm not. I did my time. I haven't been a long time, but I got ears. I hear things. I know everything that happens. I got 1,000 GoPros running all over the unit, so I know he's full of shit on that. Anyway, the appointment of a receiver is a severe and unnecessary action. However, we can't ignore or disregard the order of the court. Of course you can't, right? When mom says go play with yourself in the room, the keys have been taken away, what else can you do? She pays the bills, all right? You misbehave. Anyway, he ends it by saying, thank you for continuing to advance good corrections, meaningful engagement, and necessary service delivery. You're dedicated to advancing professional corrections and providing vital services and changing lives and improving blah, 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 blah. This fucking guy. This is what he put out with appreciation, Ryan Thornell, PhD director, all right? You always got to put PhD to sugarcoat the fact that he doesn't know what the fuck's he doing, all right? So why did I put this out? Because the truth is, in case you guys haven't figured it out, right? A federal judge took away healthcare from ADCRR because ADCRR failed to comply with the mandates imposed. And this goes back to 2022. In other words, the only thing this fucking guy did was make conditions worse. Inmates are dying. He's introduced Suboxone, I don't know why he's getting so, this little shit with bringing in vape pens and paper and pencils and pens, because that's the way to bring in drugs. You don't need to smuggle in drugs anymore. This fucker is doing it for you by allowing them Suboxone and providing it. No one's talking about this shit. I presented it to the media, the senators, to everyone. No one gives a fuck. It all rests on you guys right now. It's on your shoulders to figure out what you want to do with yourselves with this. Because what he's going to continue to do is talk shit and lie to you guys and call you a team. If you want to participate and think you're a team, you can go right ahead. It has nothing to do with me. Anyway, here's another reality. Arizona has violated the rights of inmates to providing adequate care and preventing death. That is the truth, right? They weren't lying about that. The deaths have skyrocketed. Ass kickings have skyrocketed. At one point, we had videos of inmates doing TikTok and shit. It was fucking ridiculous, right? Anyway, the director wants to appeal because they have made progress. That's a lie. There is no progress been made. It's only been decaying. However, he sends you guys an email so that you guys can, continue to eat this shit and just fucking, I don't know what to tell you, man. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that email went out today. It is complete bullshit. All right? Complete bullshit. They're taking away, you can't bring in paper, pens, and what else? Pens. Vape. There's everything that can possibly do, and I'm gonna get off this platform with leaving you with one thing, because it's fucking coming. They've already talked about it behind closed doors. They want to take away your ability to bring in your own food. What does that mean? They're gonna fall back on saying, well, technically you guys don't need to bring in food because we provide a free meal every shift, and that's true. You got to eat that shit that comes from inmates in the kitchen, and no reflection on them. Most inmate kitchen workers are legit, but now and then you get a loose fucking cannon, that deserves a nice little fucking ass kicking, but they took away the rights to do that too. So, they're not going to do anything about that. So here's the thing. If you don't want to eat that food, they're thinking about putting some kind of snack bar, some kind of canteen for you guys. I don't know if it's going to be free. I doubt it. More than likely, you're going to have to buy it. And it's a scam. So you don't want to bring in food. You don't want to eat chow, but at least they're giving you the opportunity to go buy some shit from their store. You guys don't see anything wrong with that scam? If that goes down, wolf pups, if that goes down, I'm giving you good counsel. I'm a dick, but at the same time, I know what I'm talking about. If it comes down that they don't allow you to bring in food and you don't want to eat that canteen shit, if you buy food or snacks from that and supply them with money, you've fallen into the trap. Don't do it. Beat them to their own game. Boycott that shit. Don't buy that shit. Tell them stick it up their ass. Stick it up your ass. Find another way. All right. Eat before you go to work. Eat the canteen food. I mean, I did for 20 years, and I built this temple that you see before you on inmate food. Right? I didn't even once get the shits from that. I've eaten shit before. I had inmates throw shit in my mouth and crazy shit. Never got sick. So I wouldn't worry about that if you don't want to eat that food. But I wanted to touch on those 2 points because this is where they're heading, right? The quickest way to beat someone down is to take a little bit at a time. They took away your pensions. They're taking away even fucking pens and paper, vape. They're fucking taking everything away, took away everything. And they're going to continue to take, and take, Just like in the movie Apocalypto, when that guy in the middle of some movie, he's some shaman, said that, man had a big hole in his chest, and that all the animals had given him everything, but still, they could still see that empty hole, because that's all humans want to do is take till there's nothing fucking else to take. They're going to continue down this path with you guys. So read that email if you haven't seen it. Get on your computers. Ask your shift commanders, where's that fucking email? We want to hear it, and see if they can do it with a straight face. I wager they fucking can't. Until next time, stay safe. And I love you. If you love me, send some love back.